If we're to travel back to the year 2005, Intamin Amusement Rides would be the tour de force of the coaster manufacturers. Rocky Mountain Construction hasn't entered the arena yet, and Intamin was making big waves by opening the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the world with King Ka. Well, only a few short years later, the company went from being number one to almost non-existent in North America. The trouble started to arise when Intamin became focused on their new launch coasters that utilized hydraulic technology. Unlike a magnetic launching coaster, a hydraulic launch allows the coaster to accelerate at faster speeds, thus making the launch more intense. Unfortunately, this came at the cost of reliability. Hydraulic launch coasters tend to have long downtimes. Both Top Thrill Dragster and King Ka suffered major technical issues during their first years of operation. Another issue that seemed to plague the company was their restraint system. The original T-bar was one of their best restraints, but unfortunately, it didn't accommodate larger guests. For a spell, all of their new roller coasters featured over-the-shoulder restraints, which was a little annoying on coasters like Intimidator 305 or King Ka. During the turn of the millennium, Cedar Fair used Intamin for multiple projects, including Millennium Force, Wicked Twister, Top Thrill Dragster, Steel Venom, Maverick, Intimidator 305, and Shoot the Rapids. Tensions started to rise when Top Thrill became a maintenance nightmare. Then there was Maverick needing a section of track replaced before the ride could even open. Intimidator 305 proved to be too intense for the general public, so the roller coaster had to be modified as well. Then the turning point happened. First, there was the incident that happened with Ride of Steel. Though it was proved that the accident wasn't the manufacturer's fault, it's hard to shake public perception. Shoot the Rapids at Cedar Point suffered a serious accident that injured 7 people. The ride was permanently removed shortly after this accident occurred. Also, another one of Intamin's Shoot the Rapids ride located at Holiday World suffered an accident which resulted in that flume ride being torn down as well. There were also other incidents that occurred with various attractions by Intamin, but I'm not going to go into detail of each incident. It was after this time when Intamin started to disappear from North America. Only 2 roller coasters were built in the United States by Intamin from 2013 to 2018. Finally, it seems the drought is coming to an end as the new Harry Potter coaster opened this year at Islands of Adventure. Busch Gardens Williamsburg just announced Pantheon, a multi-launching coaster. Also, when American Dream opens up later this year, that will be another 2 roller coasters by Intamin. There is also another roller coaster being built by Intamin that will be going to Islands of Adventure. All we know is that it will feature some double spline track, so expect this new attraction to be very intense. During the drought years, Intamin was still churning out rides in various overseas parks. So it's possible that some of the drought is due to higher steel prices and the cost of shipping track overseas. Intamin is known for pushing the boundaries, so the rides may experience more downtime. I think parks here in the States saw all the problems from their recent projects and opted to go with different manufacturers. Personally, I think the company is learning from their mistakes and have ventured away from their more extreme projects. Intamin seems to be focusing all on the LSM launch coasters, with only a handful of traditional lift hill coasters being built. With the success of their new roller coaster at Universal, Intamin seems to be building momentum again. If Pantheon proves to be a solid hit, expect to see even more Intamin roller coasters to come back pouring into the States. Unfortunately, negative press is harder to shake from it, so it will take some time for their brand to recover. But I'm still looking forward to what the future holds at Intamin Amusement Rides. Rocky Mountain Construction has taken up a lot of limelight over the past decade, and for good reason. By transforming dilapidated wooden roller coasters into outstanding steel coasters, RMC has paved the way for a new generation of thrill machines. Just like any industry, you have to evolve to stay relevant. As long as Intamin continues down the path of making exciting new roller coasters while still proving to push the envelope with new, fresh ideas, expect to see the company hang on for the long haul. Pantheon will be utilizing a new seamless switch track section, just like the one on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. No longer does the coaster have to wait for the track to switch, as the process happens swift and seamless. It's this kind of innovation that will prove success for the company in the long haul. Well, thank you for watching today's video. What do you think of Intamin? Will they be making a comeback in the States? Let me know in the comments below. As always, please subscribe so you don't miss out on more great content coming your way by X Scream Thrills.